Hey there, you guys. This is going to be another channeled energy reading. I'm going to be using the Liberty cards. I love this. It's a Tarot of Stars Eternal, and it's kind of it's like kind of like a remake in a sense of the Book of Thoth by Aleister Crowley. So I love this deck. I love the original deck. I have the Tarot of Thoth, however you pronounce it, deck by Aleister Crowley, but it's in storage, so most of my cards are in storage. So I'm not able to pull those cards out. So I got this one off Amazon, and it's very similar in depiction in some ways. So I love this card, and I resonate with that deck so strongly because it's like the messages are very powerful from these decks. Like, there was a lot put into this card. Like, it's got like a hermetic type of like depictions. I think it has some Kabbalic type of symbols in it. It's like sex magic. It's kind of like a cult. It's like it's very powerful. I love this deck, and I only use it when I feel called to use it. Okay, so I don't just randomly use this deck. Like, I have to feel called to use it. So I have a few decks like that. I don't use a lot of decks consistently. Like my Isis Oracle deck, I rarely use that. I use it for like special type of readings, or like when I really want to get like really in depth. I use it for past life readings. I use it for life path readings, ancestral readings, this as well. The Sexual Magic Tarot, I rarely use that as well, but I feel like that's like to get deep into things as well. So it's just a few of the decks. So on with my rambling. So this is the message that I'm getting from Spirit. The title of this reading is "What's the Tea?" So anybody that knows that saying, "What's the tea?" Like, pretty much like, what's up? Like, what's the deal? Like, what's, you know? I feel like there's some curiosity. It's like a curious energy. You know, Spirit delivers messages through me. Sometimes I gotta figure out whether it's my own messages that's trying to like come through me, or is it really like something that is like Spirit trying to get me to get in relations to everyone else, like as a collective energy. And I feel like it's a little bit of both right now for some reason, but I feel like it's like a channel message. Like, if it comes through, it comes through, and it's like, you know, sit down, do your readings, get your cards, and do it. Okay, so I'm not going to talk too much. We're already 3 minutes in. So Divine Spirit, I ask for highest guidance, highest truth, and highest clarity and accuracy in the situation for those that are meant to hear this message through me. Whatever it is that you wish to deliver through me, that I give it straight and honest and clear, precise. Thank you. The Strength card, which is the Lust card. Okay. Okay, so you guys are looking really good. I feel like you guys are very attractive. There's a lot of... You guys aren't seeing your power, too. I feel like for a majority of you in a situation, you guys are so stuck on a person or stuck on love in a way that you're not seeing your own strength or your own power. That you have the upper hand, whether you're male, because yeah, it might be a female depicted here, but I feel like masculine as well, or male energies, you got the power in the situation. You're so hung up on something or someone, and you're giving all of your power away to a situation or to a person, when you are the king or that queen. Like, this this is telling me that you got it. And underneath the surface, it might look like you're the one that's wanting everybody, or it might be on the surface that you feel like you're the one that needs this person, or it's like some crazy energy. Like, you just feel like it's all about this person, and I gotta wait on them, and it's on their time, or this situation, it's on this situation's time, and blah, blah, blah. But let me remind you, like, when you look underneath the surface, you're the queen bee or you're the king, because all of these energies on top of the surface, they're actually trying to get to you. These look like, they just look like little sperms or something, but to me that represents like some energy that's trying to get somewhere, like it needs to host, or it needs to plant itself, or it's trying to get to the egg, which I feel like is you. Like you have all this fertility around you, this beauty, this light, this glamour for some of you, this luxury. It's like you got, I don't know if that's even a word, but you have all of this beautiful energy surrounding you, and it's like you're not seeing it. Okay, especially within this Leo season, especially you Leos, you guys, if you guys are backing down and allowing somebody else to play that role of the lion, like, you know that something is wrong with that. But it's just like you're just out of alignment with who you really are, or you're just not seeing it. But these people, you think that, you know, I'm trying to get these people's energies and attention, but no, it's the opposite. These people are trying to get your attention. This is something that you called in. You're the shot caller in this. Like, it might sound crazy, but that's what it is. And I really feel like you're highly underestimating yourselves, you guys. Really. Okay, what else, Spirit? What is it that you're trying to say? Okay, got the Chariot, another major arcana. So you guys are on a very you guys are on a path. I see. You're on your way. This is like a destined, fated path. This is something that may be very similar to a past life that you've had. Excuse me. This is like very reminiscent of a past life that you've had. Some of you guys are dealing with cancers, or you are a Cancer, and you're dealing with some past life stuff with a person that is a Cancer, or you are that Cancer and you recall some past life stuff, if that makes sense. So this path is very reminiscent to a past life energy that you can recall, and it may be an Egyptian past life, or it could be any, you know, past life that you can recall, pretty much. Okay, because you have the Three of Cups. So this is definitely about relationships or your connections to others, not seeing your power. Then you've got the Knight of Spears, which is the Knight of, it's the Knight of Pentacles, sorry. It's a Dark Pentacles, because there's like someone around you, could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn person, male or female, or it could be someone that's just very reliable, someone that's just down to earth, very grounded, a good and well-rounded individual that you're associated with. This person, I want to dig more into this person, Spirit, because I feel like there's something that needing to be said or expressed. Like, what is this, Divine Spirit? What is it? There's fortune with this person. Then they have the Pentacles, or the Spears. So obviously that represents something of a financial value. You know, traditionally the Spears or the Pentacles represent financial or material values. With the Fortune right next to the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like this person brings in something very valuable to the table, materialistic or not. Usually this is something of a divine nature, and I feel like it's something that's predestined or fated or divinely, you know, just divinely orchestrated or meant to be in a, like in some way. Like they're meant to help you, or they're destined to play a certain role in your life. Okay, so I want to continue to dig deeper. Like, where is all of this going? Okay, so you have the Five of Cups. So there's this energy of people fighting, okay, for one person, or competing for one person. And I feel like this was something emotionally that you just could not take anymore. Like, you outgrew that. or you need to outgrow this, because it's like this person, she's become wiser, or you know, he could be either way. You have become and grown wiser. With that caterpillar, you've outgrown this situation where all you were fighting against someone else, or fighting for someone else, or just fighting yourself as well. And it's caused you a lot of depression, a lot of sadness, you know, because you put a lot of weight on you in a situation. You put a lot of pressure on yourself. And now it's like you're walking away from that emotionally, you're detaching from it, or you're healing from this at least. The Five of Cups is Cancer, or I'm sorry, Scorpio energy. So these are things that are very dark that you've been dealing with. This is a deep wound or painful situation. Very dark, but you outgrown that. It's like you've overcome those things. Okay, these cards just flew out, so I'm gonna take them. This card stand out. So you have Eon, which is judgment. Okay, so you are bigger and grander and more abundant and infinite than you can even imagine. It's like you're not seeing the I'm hearing the word benevolence. The benevolence or magnificence. It's like some crazy like words of you, like of you. You're not seeing just how grand and great you are. Like you're not getting the hint, you're not getting the messages. It's like you got this divine protection around you, your higher self. You can see this hollow shadow energy that surrounds the physical person. I feel like that's your higher self, and it also represents your ancestral protection. Ancestral protection. And you're much more bigger than you know. Like you're grand, you're just really big. Like you're not seeing it. And you have so much to give birth to. You have so much to awaken inside that you're just not giving yourself credit for. You're not tapping into this energy. It goes back to the Strength card again. Like you're just not seeing how grand you are, how important you are, how magnificent. We keep saying that word, magnificent you are. Okay, let's see what the other cards were that flew out. Got the Death card. You have a lot of major arcana cards. There's a lot that's coming out from Spirit, Divine Spirit. So again, we got that sign of Scorpio. Okay, so we got some Cancer energy here. So you guys may be dealing with a Cancer, some Leo energy, but got Cancer as well. So you are definitely coming out of this energy of feeling sorry for yourself and not seeing your value or seeing your worth in a situation. You're finally coming out of that BS. You're shifting out of it. And I get that this energy is not the easiest. It's very dark and it's very difficult and very strong and very pulling on your energy emotionally or even spiritually. It may just drain you. You might have put so much into this situation spiritually that it's drained you. And now it's like you are coming out of that. You're shifting away from this with the Death card. Then you got the Five of Specters, which is the Five of Wands. Okay, so again, it's like an inner fight and an inner struggle. Like you fight this every day. You know, this is a sacrifice that you have to make every day to fight for this or fight against something. It could be this Five of Cups energy. You don't want to be that person anymore. You don't want to go back to that depressive energy anymore. That's not you. And it takes a lot to overcome this energy. And there's this Lion energy there too. So I get like that Leo spirit there too. Definitely, it's got some Leo energy there. Then we got the Two of Spears, which is the Two of Wands. So you're trying to find your balance in all of this again, in this situation, because there's so many different possibilities of what could come out of this, for one. And you feel like you've sacrificed so much, or you've, how do I put this? Like, you've compromised so much of yourself, or many different aspects of yourself, for another person or for a relationship. And then you got the Devil, that is the last card that flew out. You know, you've been in this cycle under the mercy of some controlling energy that you feel like has just got you by the balls, whether you have balls or not. You feel like this situation has just like took its toll on you, and it's had a strong grip, or another person has had a strong grip on you. And it hasn't been the easiest. It has not been the easiest thing. Definitely not. Not really getting anything like juicy that's outside of you. It's all about you, I feel, in this reading. And you got the Nine of Wands. So I feel like you need to continue to push through, okay? You gotta push through. And I feel like self-love is very important. Nurturing yourself and seeing the power that you hold, because it's like that's coming up very strongly, because you're not seeing it. I just don't feel like you see it. And outside sources see it. Other, you know, your peers, maybe people that you're dealing with. You know, you just have this energy that is, you know, people are drawn to. And you're not seeing it. You overanalyze, you second guess yourself. And it's just time to stop. But I feel like you're getting the hint, though, that you are much grander than what you've been dealing with. You're way much more mature. You're too mature for that. You know, and these are things that maybe you couldn't see, just how toxic they were to you. You know, how detrimental it was to your emotional health and maybe even spiritually. You weren't seeing that. And it was like a dark night of the soul. Like, you've had to overcome these things. Like, you've had to endure these things, or experience them in order to see yourself in a deeper way. You know, I feel like you've learned a lot about yourself, like some very meaningful things, maybe about others as well. But that's pretty much what I'm getting and what I'm seeing with this energy. So that's pretty much what the tea is. Like, if you're wondering like what's going on, this is what's going on with, you know, in your situation. And it could resonate very differently, or it may not resonate at all. If it doesn't resonate, then of course, you know, the message just wasn't meant for you, or maybe it's just not meant for you right now. It may resonate later on down the line. But, you know, take whatever, you know, resonates with you. And if it doesn't, you know, leave it as is. So I send you guys much love. And as always, until next reading, peace.